lot of women go on hormonal contraceptives when their periods are, quote, irregular, and what they're told is that the hormonal contraceptives are regulating their cycle. Many women are put on hormonal contraceptives when they have period problems. So when they have, whether it's irregular cycles, whether it's pain, whether it's, basically anything, if your bleeding is too heavy, if you're spotting from time to time, anything, you're put on hormonal contraceptives. And what you're told about it is that they regulate the cycle. So women go on the pill and other hormonal contraceptives, and they think that this is actually fixing them. So I think that it's helpful to recognize it's what you said, the pill stops you from having periods. Most of us don't know that. So when you're taking the pill, so, you'll get a bleed if it's the pill or any other kind of monthly formulation. You'll get a bleed every 28 days. And so it seems as though it's the perfect solution because it really does make you like clockwork. What many women don't necessarily know is that when you're on hormonal contraceptives, it suppresses ovulation. The vast majority of contraceptive options, it does either fully, completely, or partially suppress ovulation. And so when you're taking it, you literally are not actually ovulating. And what you're experiencing as the bleed is not actually a period. It's called a withdrawal bleed. So in order to experience a true menstrual period, you do have to ovulate. And the reason that that's important is because ovulation is how we make our hormones. So as we approach ovulation, we're producing estrogen, and that helps to build up our uterine lining, and it does a lot of other things. It helps us to produce cervical fluid and all kinds of things that we can track and chart when we're charting with fertility awareness. And after ovulation, we're producing progesterone, and that helps to mature the uterine lining and prepare, the uterine lining for pregnancy. And so one of the reasons why hormonal contraceptives work so well is because they stop you from ovulating. And if there's no egg, you can't have a baby. So, I mean, that's great when you're trying to avoid pregnancy. It also suppresses your normal hormone production. So you're not actually making a mature, full, thick uterine lining that's capable of supporting life. So again, when you're trying to prevent pregnancy, it's great because there's no egg, you can't get pregnant. There's no, the uterine lining can't support life. So, I mean, it's very effective in that way. But what we don't consider is that it is actually suppressing ovulation. So we're not making our own hormones. So one of the white lies that we're told about hormonal contraception is that it tricks our bodies into thinking that we're pregnant, and that's why we can't get pregnant. If you were to look at the hormone profile of a woman on contraceptives, so the hormones suppress, the artificial hormones suppress ovulation. And so since ovulation is how we make our hormones, women who are on contraceptives, their natural hormones, so their natural estrogen and progesterone production is very, very low, flatline. So it's more similar to menopause. But of course, it's not good marketing to say that it puts you into an early chemical menopause. But if you think about it that way, then all of a sudden it makes sense. Okay, well, why is it that these 20-year-olds are having vaginal dryness and low libido and all these different issues? Well, it makes more sense when you understand how it really works in the body.